Hey, it's Rick Kettner here. Let's talk about the most valuable asset that any business can build and why great entrepreneurs invest heavily into it. This is tip number 15 in my 21 marketing tips from 21 years in the field video series. One of the big drawbacks to modern online marketing is that it's easier than ever for rivals to study and copy almost everything that you do. They can duplicate your most successful Facebook ads, Google ads, landing pages, and many other aspects of your online strategy. And of course, beyond simply copying what you're doing, it's also easy for them to target your existing customers on social media with their own ad campaign, effectively using your own hard work and success against you. Fortunately, there is one thing that they can never steal, and that is your brand. They can't steal the reputation that you have with customers. They can't steal the way that people think about your brand and what it is that you stand for. And as discussed in tip number 10 of this series, they can't steal the associations of your brand. So just as Tesla is linked with electric cars, Uber with ride sharing, and Netflix with streaming television, if you've positioned your brand as a leader in a product category, it's almost impossible for a competitor to step in and take that away from you. And of course, the value of brands extends much further than this because they also provide important signals to customers. They serve as labels for the trust, quality, stability, and reputation of a business. And they can also signal things about the customers that buy from them, including their status, values, and preferences as well. This is as true for big global brands as it is for small niche brands, because in all cases, customers use brand names to make sense of the market. And while a brand name alone isn't always a perfect indicator of product quality, it's reliable enough to make day-to-day life much easier for consumers. And this is why great businesses invest in their brand. They understand the value of creating a name to represent who they are and what they stand for. And they aren't afraid to have a reputation to uphold because they aren't in it to make a quick buck. They're playing for the long game and are confident in what they do. So they invest in making better products, they invest in building relationships, they invest in brand awareness, and they invest in building a great team. And customers intuitively understand this. When they buy a Samsung TV instead of a no-name brand, they aren't just paying for features and specs. They're paying for confidence and the stability of the brand. And that's because they know at the end of the day, Samsung has more to lose and can be more easily held accountable if something goes wrong. And beyond just confidence in the product, they may also be paying for things like status, values, and how the product makes them feel. Now, short-sighted businesses don't invest in their brand. They aren't in it for the long haul. They aren't even sure they'll be around in the future. So why would they spend money trying to promote the name of their business? Investing in a brand is an investment in the future. It's a way of telling customers, we fully expect to be here in 5 to 10 years. So we're spending money now for a chance to win you over in the future. So of course, short-sighted businesses don't invest in their brand. They focus on low prices, flash sales, and other short-term tactics to generate money now. And of course, if something goes horribly wrong or they make a big mistake, they can simply rename the company and resume business as usual. But as I mentioned earlier, most customers intuitively understand the risks they're taking with a no-name brand. So if a purchase really matters to them, they're almost always willing to pay more, sometimes much more, to get the leading brand. And as I mentioned earlier, this isn't only about brand confidence, because a great brand can also be a signal for a customer's sense of status, values, and other preferences. So whether you're a small startup or a big global brand, it's important to remember that your brand is your single most valuable asset. It's the one aspect of your business that can never be stolen or copied. You effectively have a monopoly on your brand. So as more and more people search for it, mention it, or recommend it, you have the ability to capitalize on that momentum, and properly managed, your brand will grow over time and become more and more valuable. Anyway, that's it for this video, but in the very next video, we'll talk about how to build a valuable brand for your business. It's the perfect follow-up to this one, so be sure to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to get an alert when new videos are available. And if you'd like a PDF cheat sheet with all 21 marketing tips, visit 21marketingtips.com or click the link in the video description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.